Kerry was handed a gift by Star Wars that will give the county a boost for years to come. The area has seen an uptick in tourist traffic after key scenes were filmed here on Skellig Michael. With the location featuring again in the latest release, the area is braced for even more visitors. However, the rocky island is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and can only accommodate a limited number of people for a limited time each year. This means Kerry could be saddled with increasing numbers of disappointed tourists unable to visit the island themselves. So what will they do? We visited Kerry to see efforts being made to figure this out.
They were here anyway, and we were talking. They said, "Look," I said, "What are you doing?" They said, "Oh, we're doing a documentary on puffins." And I said, "Oh, great job." And I said, "You must be from BBC, so because BBC are forever doing documentaries on puffins." So, and of course, I opened my mouth when I shouldn't have, and they said, "Yeah, we are, of course." Never thinking, like, you see. So they went away. They went off anyway, and then they said, about maybe 2.5 or 3 months later, they came back. They phoned and they said, "Look, we're looking for rooms for 180 people." And I said, "No, I know we're from Kerry, but we're not that bad. We know you don't need that many people to do a documentary." And it's a very local place, the boys drink at the bar. And I know myself, if I go out for a drink, I don't want to go where there's tourists, I'm not talking about Star Wars fans, I want to get away from it,
Yeah.
And any influx that takes over a person's fella that sits on his normal seat, he's going to be pissed off.
Yeah.
So that probably is going to happen. But I suppose the positive thing about it is that tourism is so big here, and there's so many implied in it, that people will, they will want that.
Skellig can only take so many people, so we need to look at alternative things to entertain people. So Skellig is one aspect of it, but it can only take a limited number of people. I think 150, 160 people per day. That's it. So this kind of fear that it's going to get overrun, I think it's really unfounded. But I think it's looking at how do we create other items around it, other entertainment or other activities, or encourage people to, yes, you come and you can see Skellig, but you can also go and do all these other things that aren't related to the film, but are in the area, and you get to experience it, maybe talk to some of the people from the community who worked in it and stuff like that. So it's really about tourism groups and Fall to Ireland and different people like that coming up with, alternative plans and looking at how we actually, spread it out a small bit more,
Skellig was a monastic settlement from the 5th, 6th century, continually out until about the 12th or 13th century. But then it was abandoned as a monastic settlement about the 12th or 13th century. And then they used this, they settled here. It is thought that there was a building here from that time, that the two things ran in tandem. But this would be a much later development. The stone structure would be maybe 12th or 13th century. It is believed now that there was a settlement here prior to that, which was going in tandem, connected with the Skelligs.
So this is a standard discovery point, for want of a better word. We have some signature ones and I'll explain a bit about those in a moment. But this is made from corten steel and it weathers with the location it's in, so that depending on the rain and the soil content, it takes on a different hue This kind of colour kind of bleeds into the landscape. If you look at the mountains and things in the background, it's not dissimilar to that colour. The beauty of these is that people come to the discovery point. The name is on the right on the shoulder of where we are. So it's a photo point. You've got the Wild Atlantic Way chevron or logo above your head, and people then usually collect a photo of themselves or the family at each one. All the discovery points by nature have a good view of the Atlantic, because that's the storyline.
We do a strawberry and champagne in milk chocolate, but we do a raspberry and champagne in dark chocolate. So we literally try flavour pairings. Some things are horrendous, don't get me wrong, and they never see the light of day. But sometimes you can either hit it on the nose the first time, or it takes refinement. Last year we had 70,000 visitors. This year, so far, we've exceeded 75,000 visitors. So for a very rural location, build it and build it right, they will come, is definitely true. We had a fire in 2010, which was a pain. At the time it was a horrendous dark year. Now it's the best thing that happened. It gave us the opportunity to really take a chance in this place. So it was before the Wild Atlantic Way came along, before any of the crack with Star Wars, and we decided we would take a punt on it.